So welcome all, and let's start today's sixth lesson from the book Start with Why. And today we are going to go a little deeper in the main concept that we have just revised in the previous session, that is the golden circle. Every single company and organization on the planet knows what they do. Some companies and people know how they do what they do. But very few people or companies can clearly articulate why they do what they do or how they do. So that why part is actually not very um, easy to know by many companies, or they don't put that much of effort to get that why statement very much clear. So most companies communicate from the outside in, starting with what they do and moving to why they do. So that outside in approach they follow. Apple communicates completely differently. They start from the inside out, beginning with their core belief in challenging the status quo and thinking differently. When their competitors like Gateway and Dell tried to sell flat screen TV and MP3 players, they failed. People only saw them as computer companies. So buying other electronics from them just did not feel right. Yeah, I remember because I was part of Dell for a quite long time, and we used to hear this case studies why Dell failed to sell few of the electronic gadgets other than laptops and screens. That LED and LCD screens were also successful, but nothing other than that actually could be a success like MP3 player. I can very clearly remember that was a case study which was um, miserably failed, in fact. But Apple, on the other hand, can successfully sell computers, phones, and music players because they never defined themselves by their products. They define themselves by their mission. Their products are simply the tangible proof of their deeper cause. Wow, this is really good. So, the brand association of Dell is so tightly uh, kind of created with laptops and the computer peripherals that other products are not gelling properly. But Apple, because they have a very different approach. So they never define themselves by their product. They define themselves by their mission. This line is very important to note it, isn't it? So if we see this infographic, so this is not biology, not opinion. The limbic brain is again concerning to why and how, whereas the neocortex is the what, is catering to the what. So the limbic brain controls feelings and decision making. The middle section of the brain corresponds to the why and how. This area has no capacity for language, which is why gut decisions are hard to explain. The neocortex, on the other hand, controls the rational thoughts and language. Right. The newest part of the brain corresponds to the what level. It allows us to analyze facts, figures, features, and benefits, but it does not drive behaviors. It doesn't drive behaviors, whereas the behaviors and the emotional epicenters are very much controlled by the limbic brain. So the limbic brain is actually corresponding to the why statement, that is the core. And as we have discussed, these two approaches, one is outside in, that is the status quo, and inside out is the inspired leader. the two approaches that we have just discussed. In the outside in, actually the cost of manipulation is high because manipulations are short term. Price, promotions, and peer pressure, they create stress and talk something I'm not to read rather than long-term loyalty. Taxability, okay. Uh, taxability. So they create stress and taxability rather than long-term loyalty. The failure of nobility is very much clearly noticed in case of outside-in approach. But in the other side, leading with the core belief, the example of Apple, where actually Apple starts with we challenge status quo. That is by making beautiful simple products how we happen to make computers, that is what, and this order inspires immediate emotional connections. People do not buy what you do, they buy why you do. And this is the same code we are kind of seeing as repeated in multiple sections of this book. Shared beliefs create loyalty. Your products are morely the tangible evidence of what you believe. Now let's see how we can put this into practice. So for practicing this particular concept, the two reflection questions for today is, if you had to strip away your job title and daily task, what is the deeper why that drives the work you do? This is so important actually. This is, I would say this is very much related to the integrity of a person. So if this particular thing is very clear per person, then nothing external factors are really needed for a person to continue showing excellent result or excellency, because the why statement is very clear, and he or she drives automatically by the why statement, like without any breaks in between, I would say. So let's today reflect this particular point very deep. We need to strip away our job title and daily task and whatever external delegations or authority we have, and then see and then think deeper why statement which drives us to do the work that we do on a day-to-day basis. Second question to reflect is, think about how you communicate your values to others. Do you lead with a list of your skills, which is nothing but what? Or do you share your passion and beliefs? That is the why. If we share our passion and beliefs where actually we are aligned to, then we are more focused on the why, and that is the inside out approach. But if we are only keeping ourselves confined with the list of skills and the things that we have acquired so far, then we are only focusing on the what part and ignoring the why. The action steps is rewrite your personal bio, LinkedIn summary, or a project pitch today, so that the very first sentence starts with what you believe, that is your why, rather than what you do, that is your what. So what we believe, that should actually precede with all other things. And I'm seeing these days the TVs or the introduction that's present in the LinkedIn profile, or any such kind of professional summaries actually have, people have started embracing this, and that sounds also really logical and really good, much better actually. I feel that the impression that is getting created by this inside approach is very high. So to summarize, customers and peers are not moved by a list of features or service or similar kind of external things. They connect with the driving purpose behind our work, and that shared belief is what creates true loyalty. This completes today's session. Any insight, any further sharing you want to do, Milind?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. So great. Tomorrow is Thursday, so tomorrow we have different time, that is 2:30 p.m.
Yeah.
to connect, and let's connect again tomorrow and move
I
with
will,
it.
because I will reflect on this topic, because the center figure here
Yeah.
is the author asks us to clearly see the why, the core belief of your work, throughout the
Yes.
day,
Yes. Yes.
activities that you this thing, which is a really driven factor, should be driven factor, but in my case, it's not. Means, like we are so much into what and how
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
throughout
Yeah.
the day.
So this is a
We,
good opportunity to
yeah,
reflect
yeah,
what is the core belief system that actually that is there, but we are not
yes,
focusing that.
yeah,
That is why actually it is not very much prominent, and we are actually remaining ourselves very much superficial with the
yes,
what
true,
and how.
true,
So
true.
it is a very good opportunity for us to go a little deeper to the
Yeah,
why level, and once the why is clear, why I am doing whatever I am doing,
yeah.
then automatically we will be getting driven to do that particular task, and we don't need any kind of motivation, in
I-
fact.
that makes sense. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Okay, so I will add some reflecting point to tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's call. We'll see
Sure.
how to go in depth. Yeah.
Great, great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
You have a
Have
nice
a
day.
good day.
Bye bye.
Have a nice day. Bye.